Most people who know me don't know this about me, but I was 19 and homeless, and now I'm 21, and I feel like I'm living my best life, and I have the most amazing potential to be whatever I want to be in life and succeed. And I want to tell people who are like me or maybe in a situation that I was in a couple of years ago about how much better it can be, because I don't want anybody in the world to think that there's not resources out here helping people that don't have family support, don't have the tools and resources necessary to like get a leg up in life and everything. So when I was homeless, I was in the city of Gary, Indiana, and the police department said that they couldn't help me when I was out on the street homeless. Specifically, the person in charge, the superintendent or supervisor of whoever, the police officer told me he specifically told him not to come when I had called. And mind you, if you look up Gary, Indiana, it's literally like a murder capital of the United States. So that was very, very unprofessional of them. And if anybody out there hears this story and is in a position to bring more awareness to it, I hope y'all do, because that city itself, like, that's the worst city I've ever been to in my life. And they really, like, the foundation of that city ruined my life along with my own family, honestly. But family isn't supposed to be family when you're not even a real family to begin with in the first place. So anybody that's in my position who don't have family to lean on, who come from low income or come from minority groups that don't have like generational wealth, basically, like a true family has, there are resources out in the world that really will help you. There's lots of homeless youth programs that will help you get a leg up. They will teach you budgeting. They will teach you like everything you need to know. Honestly, as long as you're willing to learn what they have to offer and to accept the help and not be too prideful, which a lot of people I know in my situation that I was in not too long ago, they have been taught and like pampered into thinking like that there's no help out there and that people don't care about them for real. But honestly, there are lots of people who care about us, and they want to see us succeed, and they want to see us grow, and they want to see us get out of the box of being the minorities and the low income, because it's hard. Like, they know it's hard, and they know that no one deserves to live like that. We're human beings who deserve happiness, and we deserve to pursue our happiness. So if anybody is out there homeless, or in a family who really like degrades you and wants to put you down so bad and you have nowhere to turn to, please don't ever feel like you cannot go to the government and to the people that really have programs that help. So like I said, the city of Gary, Indiana didn't have any resources that helped me, but I thankfully had resources out of Indiana, and I had them back in Quincy, Illinois. And my life has become so much better. I've gained so much clarity on who I am and my future and what I'm capable of by coming back to the state that has lots of resources and help for people like myself. I really want people to know that like asking for help and like going through stuff like being in a shelter or being homeless, like, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to make you any less than. You are who you are. Everybody is who they are. And if you read anybody's story who didn't grow up in a wealthy family that is like famous and rich now, like they came from the bottom for real, you can see that God is real. God is in yourself. God is you. Whatever you feel like you are and what you want to do, like, just get in tune with that and like use your own self as a sanctuary. Like, meditation is perfect. Like, think about it. Think about everything you want in life and then put it out into the universe and like have faith that it will happen. But you got to go through the steps to come up though. So if you don't have a family that's supporting you and that's helping you through life, reach out to places that will. And if you live somewhere like Gary, Indiana, for example, who don't have resources and don't have a government that's really actively trying to actually help people come up in life, move. move, do whatever you need to do, move, and take nothing if you have to, except for, of course, like your birth certificate and your social security card and your ID, your driver's license. Those are the only things in life you got to really walk around with. So don't be afraid to start from the bottom, because wherever you start from, just know you can never ever be lower than where you starting from already. So that's something that I had to like learn these last few years of my life, when I came from Indiana being homeless at 19 to now I'm 21 and not homeless. And I know if I ever do be in a situation where I could be homeless, I know what to do now, because I've been taught by the right people who actually care about teaching people about stuff like this. I want to be a voice for people like myself, because I promise you, nobody around me anyway, told me how easy it is to get help, how easy it is to come from the bottom and to build slowly but surely and to become something better. And no one told me that it really comes from within you and how your mindset is. Like, don't be depressed, don't be upset, don't be mad, don't be angry. Heal from everything that you've ever been through and become a better person. And when they cut you off, i.e., I'm talking about family members, always take it as a blessing. Everything you lose, take it as a blessing, whether it's friends, family, jobs, anything like that. It's a blessing, because God has something better for you in the future on a different path. I really, really, really I just feel like I need to talk about it more, because it's something that I went through and I've gone through and I've overcome, and it's the base of who I am now. Like, it's literally the base of who I am. I didn't ask for that to be a part of my story, but God definitely helped me out of that part of my story, and he put me in a position to where I could talk about it. My hand is shaking, that's why the video is shaky. But yeah, I just want to talk about it. I'm really like thinking about life right now, and I'm really thinking about how much better a lot of people's lives could be if they let go. If they just let go of everything that's not for you. And usually if you come from a minority family, a low income family, usually your family is something you're going to have to cut off. If you have big dreams and they are small minded people, or they are people who like to demonize you having dreams, like, you have to get away from them. You have to move on. And honestly, I feel like the worst thing that ever happened in my life, which made me homeless back then, is exactly what needed to happen for me to prosper and to become whoever it is that God wants me to be in the future, because I went through hell and now I'm back and I feel better than ever, and I'm really ready to take on the world. I'm really ready to take on the future. I feel like I have nothing holding me back. I feel like everything is going to be okay now. And I just really want anybody that's in a position that I was in at first to know that you are going to get through it, and it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And the sooner that you actually let it go and you do what you know you need to do, the better it will be. So you got to do it quickly. You got to do it. Like, you just got to do it, honestly. And I hope this video finds the people that it really needs to find, because it's really hard to talk about being homeless. It's really hard to talk about having a family that doesn't love you. It's really hard to talk about being neglected, even though people are present. It's really hard to talk about the wrongdoings that happen in people's lives from a young age, and they have no control over it. It's hard to come up out of that funk, but it's very possible. And I'm glad to say that I am an example of that, because I've really been through hard times. I've been through very degrading and humiliating situations, but like I said, I've come through it and I'm better than ever. And now I feel like I will never ever go through anything I've ever been through as a child, as an adult, and I will never let my kids go through anything that I've been through, because now I know better. And honestly, I feel like location has a lot to do with everything. I mean, not anything, but everything. So if you have an inkling in your soul that tells you you want to move, you want to get away, do it. Whatever your soul literally tells you, whatever keeps coming in your mind over and over and over again, some type of change, God is telling you to go to that path. That's your path. Go do it and be who you want to be. And ask for help, because there's lots of help out there. There's lots of